Get out of jail.
Yeah.
You rapping. How you got the deal?
With Atlantic? I got
Your first deal. How you got it?
Oh, with a Sycamore. I started K Slade, really. I came home trying to bully the DJs, man. And that backfired because everybody stopped liking me. From Clue to Who Kid. You ask Indian, they be like, I hated that little.
Yep.
I had a little fucking mixtape. Was like, if you don't play it, nigga, we got a problem. Like, yo, you can't bully me into playing your songs.
Sounds familiar.
All right, don't play it and see what happens. That's how I was on it. What?
I said sounds familiar. That's how. Yeah.
Oh, that's how you was giving it up?
I can't tell this.
Don't throw me in that.
That's how you was giving it up? See?
Okay.
This how I met him.
Oh, for real? See? Yeah. That's why I like this.
You can relate. I know it was a reason why.
K Slade was the only nigga that sat me down and was like, shorty, this ain't the way. You know what I'm saying? K Slade was the only one who was like, bro.
Did you have to put any hands on any DJs? Honestly.
Nah, I didn't. Not really? Rappers.
No.
Oh, yeah. Styles. Producers. The for Money and Violence. I punched them all in. The for Money and Violence.
Yeah. Ooh.
What's his name? Styles?
Another one.
Who else?
Wow. Wait, hold on.
Nah, I'm not doing it.
You gotta tell them why though, son.
I can't tell, but I can't tell.
Okay.
I can't do it. Yeah.
Why you can't tell?
Because I love him. I love him to this day.
I don't love them.
So why you had to put? No. Hold on.
Styles done went and got muscles like that. Teach him how to fight. Like muscles.
Nah. Hold on. Leave Styles alone, man. Stop it. Let's stop.
Okay.
You ain't making fun of nobody.
Okay.
If you're gonna tell a story, you don't have to make fun, man. No, you gotta say that, man. You see, I thought you changed. I thought you changed. Come on.
Nah, it's kind of personal.
What happened? That's the vibe.
I thought you changed. You over into my positive. You had me hyped. Now you going back. All right. I thought you passed it. I thought you passed it. And I know Styles. I know him. So I'm saying, stop money and violence.
Yeah.
Alright, but y'all don't know what's going on out here.
But why? But why?
That's his man.
I'm talking about why you had to fight.
Cause I was living in the style. I'm just gonna tell the story.
Why you had to fight?
No. Just do
it. It wasn't a fight, man.
No. Why you?
Let me tell you why. We was doing some shit for Atlantic Records, and I needed a ride back to Brooklyn. I had 10 niggas willing to bring me. He was like, "Nah, I got you, son." He's like, "Where you live?" I said, "I live in the style. I live in Decatur between Lewis and Stuyvesant." He was like, "Nah, say less, man. I got you." So we get to the it start getting late. So I'm like, "All right, man, I'm jumping in the ride with you back to Brooklyn." He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to Brooklyn." We get to Brooklyn. This crosses the bridge and tries to drop me off right there, like in my J Street. So I'm like, "Nah, I told you I'm going to Best Style. Like you trying to drop me off at Barrow Hall?"
That's fine.
Yeah, what you think of a walk from here? He's like, "Yo, I got places to go. I got things to do." So I said, "Nah, you bringing me home or I'm fucking you up." And he was like, "What? Who you think you pop, 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 pop?" That's the end of the story.
But first of all, we ain't gonna bring.
He brought you home after that, though?
Nah, but he ran. I could have drove his truck away.
We ain't gonna bring the Sharif.
I could have drove myself home and shit, but I just jumped in the cab.
No.
That's a fact, my nigga.
First and foremost, hold on.
I'm back in this shit. I could talk my shit.
Listen, I don't know what you backing now. I respect face value. I see how you came in, but let me just say this. Hold on. I get you was upset that the nigga ain't take you home because he said it. But did you really have to react like that?
Nah. In hindsight, that was dumb shit.
What year was this? Money and Violence was not out yet?
Nah. This was it wasn't out yet. This was like 08, yeah.
Did you ever speak to him after?
Nah, not since.
So why the f you gotta talk like that now?
What to talk like what?
Like oh man.
No, because some other shit happened that I don't like. With that whole Money and Violence with my friends.
That's what I was saying. You ain't talking about that.
I'm not talking about that.
It's a lot. Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about
What they got to do with you though?
Because a lot of my close friends died behind that dumbass show.
In real life?
Yeah.
Real.
If you don't know, a lot of people died behind that show, bro. Like.
No, hold on.
We're not gonna get into
that. Open the laptop. Hold on. Open the laptop up.
Hold on.
That
died behind the show Money and Violence.
Yes, the people who that show was after was coined after. It's a lot, bro. That's too much.
And it's emotional. So
yeah, it gets emotional.
So, but let me just say one thing. First of all, it was a great show. Let me say that I like the show a lot.
Yeah, because it was based around.
So the nigga died before or after?
After. That's why I never came back. Yeah. You notice it just disappeared.
I thought one of the guys left. The light skinned guy left.
What light skin? Nah.
Those the actors.
Yeah, those are actors. There was real behind behind the scenes.
Well, I heard that they were waiting for a certain deal or something to go through for the next season.
That's
what.
Let me say a little bit. I'm gonna say a little bit. I don't want to say too much.
All right. I'm gonna let you talk
Say
on it.
say what you can say, because like I said,
emotional.
we're gonna post it, so I don't want.
Yeah.
Say what you.
Yeah, niggas
what
don't
y'all-
call.
So the dude, I'm gonna tell you this.
Now, don't get too far into it, please, though, because that shit is touchy.
Yeah, if you ain't gotta do it, don't do it.
Just the money and the violence. That's I'm jacking money and violence.
Nah,
I'm jacking Styles.
shout out to Ace, shout
Sorry,
out to
bro.
$3.
You know what? Piece of Styles.
what I'm
I'm
saying?
sorry that I told I slapped you up.
Nah,
Let's
see,
move on. Let's move on.
I don't like that. I don't like that though.
I don't like them niggas, though. Them niggas are suckers.
I said a little part.
Let's move on.
Let me
No,
part,
thanks, man. Move on.
Because
Bro.
I feel
Please.
Now hold on, Saigon. Hold on. You got to get mad at me. You got to get mad at me.
Move on.
You gonna have to get mad at me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take your anger, because my thing is
I'm
this.
not angry, bro.
I'm trying to figure out something. The show was a good show. There's nice guys.
That was a great show.
Hold on, wait. Let me. Styles and what's the other guy name that was the actor in it?
Ace,
No, Renee.
$2.
The light skin.
No, not the dark skin bald
Moses.
head. Yeah.
Moses.
So Styles and Moses.
Moses.
Styles, I like Styles a lot. Me, him, Major Hype was coming together to do business. So this is in the recent years. I don't know about back in the days, but what I'm saying is that he's saying that for what we heard public, that the show didn't continue because of a certain situation. Now he's saying that there might have been some behind the scenes. You saying that people might have get hurt and it's sensitive, yes?
Yes. People
Okay.
they get killed. People got killed.
Dead behind that show?
Yes.
How you gonna die behind a show?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It don't make it make
Bro,
sense to me. It
let-
don't make sense to me, bro.
Hey,
Just,
hey,
you can't paraphrase.
Hold on.
No, hold on, Fang. You can't paraphrase a little bit.
I can because it's because
I can do it.
I can't if he can.
I can do it.
But do you know? But what's
I don't want to get too deep.
Yeah, you have. How do you do it without getting deep?
I could get a little bit into it.
So let's move on.
hold on.
If it's that deep, if it's gonna offend, it's gonna offend people. Let's move on.
Okay.
I'm just saying one thing.
Nah,
Hold on,
please.
hold on.
Now those my bros too. Let's do
Thanks, hold on,
that.
fans. Hold on,
Let's
fans.
Talk about that.
Then that they made the show about,
Yeah.
all that they was doing,
Yeah, it was about
that was about my man.
my
bro.
man. Yeah,
My man did that shit for real
my
with
best
Flatbush.
friend. Yeah,
They
chill.
made that shit out.
About it was
And
about,
that's
it
it.
was
I'm
about
just
that whole
stop right
show was
there.
based around one person.
And that's
Got it.
our man, bro.
Yeah,
Got it.
Our bro.
Got it.
Look at that. They made all them stories.
Yeah,
Was about
yeah,
our man, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And
But
everybody
everybody
know
knows that.
They know that. Shit. That was,
And
they
even
gave
the
him a shout out.
even the character who Renee was behind, the kid Miz was behind a guy named Yasir.
And if you look at the credits, they gave him credit at the end.
Yeah, they give
So
him
was he
credit.
a part of it at all
No,
behind the scenes?
That was the problem.
Yeah, he did. He became a part of it at the end, and then
Forget it. All right, cool,
yeah.
cool.
He did.
He ain't have enough. He ain't have enough.
That's the reason why. That's the reason.
But
why.
how they
that
end
was
up?
the problem.
How they end up knowing the story if they didn't get it from him?
Because they grew
They
up. They
know.
grew
They
up
grew up
watching
together.
them. They grew up
Yeah.
watching
They
them.
was in Flatbush.
They said that the show was about.
Yeah, they grew up
That was
watching them.
about
That's what I
our
heard.
man.
When I went to the
Money and
premiere, they
Violence
said
was
that.
about our man, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All that they did was about our man, bro.
Do you remember? I don't know.
So we can't get too deep, but that was
I
our
respect,
man,
man.
bro.
All right,
All right,
respect.
so
All right.
let's
real.
do it then.
Yeah.
But I don't like how you somebody slapping niggas. That hurt my heart. man.
Nah. Shout out to Styles, bro.
Sometimes
That was a
they
long
get
time
slapped.
ago, man. He got muscles now. I'm scared now.
Sometimes they get slapped, bro.
I don't want him to run down on me and try to put me in the bear hug.
Son,
Might try to bear hug me.
Maybe no, son. On
He
some
not
real,
Maybe
not
5
joking.
years from
Styles
now.
is his
not-
Hold
friend.
on. Maybe 5 years from now, these dudes say nothing.
Nah, I don't like that guy.
They say nothing
Like,
happened.
I like
Oh,
Styles.
my
I like
God.
Styles.
Styles
Maybe
a
they
solid
might say
dude.
that.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like
I'm not
you know what I
gonna-
mean, to rehash,
emotional,
cause and not about emotion, but I feel like there's a way to tell a story without insult. But then you say there's more to it. I feel like there is. Yo, I had
Yeah.
There's a guy that broke my
Plus,
jaw. He's a guy broke my jaw. A guy
the
snuck
truth.
me and I interviewed him.
That's the truth.
I interviewed him. He snuck me from behind.
If I broke
You know,
your
looked
jaw,
for
that's
this
the
nigga-
truth.
I looked for this for 10 years and I interviewed him.
But it was honesty, right?
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we dealing with, honesty.
Let me tell you.
But I didn't. But hold on. There was a lot of rumors going on the street. But he came and clarified it that I went to the park looking for it. He clarified. I mean, he was a little cocky, but I liked him. But he you know, it bothered me because I was looking for him for a long time. But we was able to get past it.
See, I would have shot him.
Yeah.
I'd
The fact is that
Yeah, it's shouldn't. It's
have
so
got him
Hollywood.
right here and
the
shot
fact
him.
is that he broke your
On
jaw,
tape.
right?
This the nigga that broke my
Yeah.
jaw.
The fact is that he broke your jaw, right?
The
So
fa-
I always
The
say,
fact
Lined
is
his ass up
the
perfect.
fact-
I
the
got
fact-
to the back. I would have pistol whipped him or something.
The fact-
Look, how does it feel? How does it feel?
the fact that and this is why
Get a close up of this nigga.
I ain't gonna fuck on my business. Number one.
No, you're right,
Not
you're
with no
right.
old shit. Number
That's
two.
the thing with Styles.
Oh, let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
let me correct this because you going somewhere. The fact is he broke my jaw, but the fact remained that my back was turned. I got snuck. That's the fact.
Okay.
So but at the same time, I said something reckless. Got my jaw broken. It's all fair, all the war. It was what it was. I acknowledge my mistakes, and I should have been more attentive. And there's no beef. I actually commend him for sitting down, talking to me, and I salute him. Regardless of how I felt for the years, you have to grow up. That's just me.
Yeah.
And I'm a businessman.
I respect
now,
that. I respect that.
We're telling the story about Styles. You could have said, yo, but I didn't know it was more. You're like, yeah, I slapped her. You did all that funny shit. You added emphasis to a story.
Doing an interview, man. I still got to be entertaining.
Facts. Look, I'm telling you this.
Yeah, I could have been like,
but that's my man, Low Man.
I know. Yeah, Brady.
Okay.
I love
I
Brady.
need to apologize to Brady.
Let me tell y'all something
Brady
deep.
gonna have problems in the hood now.
I'm gonna tell y'all some deep shit, right?
Don't do that. Why you saying? You say, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Yo, Brady, don't fall for it.
I can't go home tonight.
Brady got a problem.
Like, I can't go home tonight.
Somebody sound effects.
Let me tell y'all some deep shit, right? Facts don't have feelings, bro.
Oh, I gotta steal that shit. Hold the fuck up.
Facts don't have feelings. It's just what it is, bro.
I gotta write that on Twitter.
If I say a
never heard
fact,
that.
it's not to make you feel bad. It's not to make you feel good.
Facts.
It's a fact. Whatever you feel,
Don't have feelings.
it's a fact.
I wrote that. Facts don't have. Yeah.
There's no feelings
I got
attached.
it, nigga.
No, it's no feelings attached. If I tell you something that's a fact, you gotta be like, oh, I feel a certain way. It wasn't about that. You feel it.
He need to get more for that.
He got a fact.
He cool, man.
It's a fact, bro.
That has to get one.
It's
You
a
got
real
one,
fact,
son.
bro.
You in the Hall of Fame.
The Hall of Fame, man.
You in the motherfucker.
Look, that's a fact.
That's why I'm telling you, bro.
That's
all
fire.
day. But if it's a fact,
That's
it's a
fire.
fact,
I got
bro.
it. But do you think there's a way to tell a story that could make somebody not feel like, yo, we had an issue?
Nah. You know what? You're right. Because I ain't got no heart. Well, I don't even know if he had anything to do with that situation. It's just that he's attached to that whole thing. It's like you in a way. But honestly, if I seen him, I'd try to shake his hand. I ain't got no problem with him.
Okay, after saying what you said?
Yeah, because like I said,
Look.
I didn't say that bitch ass. I ain't
No,
go
you didn't say that.
No, I just
Fact.
said I
It's
had to
he
tap.
just stated the facts.
I said I could have took his truck. That's a fact.
stated the
Like he
facts.
said, fact. I could have literally. He ran. I could have drove his fucking car away.
That's a fact. He ran.
That's a fact. No feelings.
I wasn't there.
I was there.
How you got
I'm
your?
not-
How you got?
I'm not gonna lie. Huh?
You got to deal with.
Oh yeah, I got a deal
He
because
is. I never knew he was like this.
Sycamore,
Facts, bro.
huh? Nah, Sycamore.
fact.
The nigga Sycamore was, remember little young Sycamore running around Brooklyn?
Sycamore.
Yeah, rapping on Sycamore. The mixtapes.
Facts.
He used to put me on his mixtape. One day he called me and was like, because I was trying to help the little nigga, like, yo, I'm helping you get on, bro. And he called me and was like, yo, would you do a deal with Just Blaze? I'm like, do bear shit in the woods? Yeah, I would do a deal with you. So he's like, yo, you can meet him if you can get to the city. I was living upstate again. He's like, if you can get to the city in 40 minutes, Just Blaze at the studio want to meet you. I dipped to the studio and then I met Just, but he didn't. He did the poker face. You know when they don't really want to act like they like your shit. They like, shit's cool. So I'm like, he ain't feeling my shit like that. So I ain't think none of it. And the next day, Dream Hampton, the girl who took R. Kelly down, who's my sister, I love her. She brought me to the same studio. I'm like, I was just here, talking to Just. And I met Jay-Z and Beyonce that day in hip-hop. Hip-hop from hip-hop, Kiambo Joshua, who from
Shout to
Rockefeller
hip-hop.
Records, shout to hip-hop. He was playing, he was like, yo, Jay, you got to hear this kid. He started playing my songs for Jay. Jay did the poker face shit on me. Next thing you know, niggas called me and was like, yo, we want to sign you. And yeah, and I did a deal. And then my man, the kid we talk about, came home. Because I was getting a deal of gangster songs. Like, I had one of the biggest songs on Smack DVD called Come Again. Sing, look at Saigon, where'd you get that? Me and True Life pulling out. Like, True Life was like my brother. Like, me and True Life was running around robbing all the rappers. We was violating these. I ain't gonna lie. We used to violate. We used to get a kick out of violating the rapping. Like, let's take this nigga chain. Let's get that nigga chain. You know what I'm saying? That was the thing. You know what I'm saying? So when he started getting to starting beef and shit, it was like his beef is my beef. So that's why I caught a lot of problems from being true. And I was told true all day. Your problems is my problems. To this day, it's the same way. Like, if he get a beef today, I don't like you. If he get a beef today, I don't like you. I live by a certain code, and my friend, because I know if they don't like you, it's for a reason. it ain't just I don't like that nigga's face or I don't like the way he dressed. You got to do something up to Fangs for him not to like you. You got to do something up to Brady or this Tosca for them not to like you. So if you do something to them, and I live by that code, so when I start to interact with these industry, they didn't understand that. So when they do some industry shit, and I'll be like, yo, that's some industry shit. They be like, what you talking about? I'm like, well, sucker. That's sucker shit. A sucker's going to be a sucker. And I just didn't get along with suckers. And that's why once they got like a fucking collective. Once that blackball shit is real. Once they say we don't fuck with him, it starts to spread.
Yep.
And then he don't fuck with you. And then he don't fuck with you. Then you go in there like, yo, what up? You was fucking me? No, I don't fuck with you. That's why I love K Slay. K Slay don't bend, bro. K Slay don't
He's solid.
Everybody, nobody in the world
dude.
can like you. If Slay fuck with you, he don't care, bro.
Solid.
Solid. He is solid.
He is.
Very few just like Slay. Yeah, he's solid.
Let me ask you a question. So you came home, got the situation. When you said you saw Jay-Z and Beyonce in the studio.
Yeah, that was
right?
crazy.
And then they called you back for a deal. What deal was this one?
It was a deal with Atlantic Records with Just Blaze. Just Blaze was executive producer.
All right,
he was
cool.
Gonna produce the whole project.
Now, and during that time, that's when your rappers beef started?
Yeah.
And was it the first one? Like, what was the first one? With the Prodigy situation? That whole situation?
No, that wasn't the first one.
That was later on.
What
was the first rapper beef you had?
The first rapper? Damn. Damn.
I'm laughing at what we talking about.
Nah, what's the first one? Man,
it's so many.
Just talking about. That's why I was laughing.
It's a lot of them
We
shits.
talking about the other day, but go ahead.
Yeah. Which one was it?
What was the first one? You don't know the first one?
Yeah, I had beef with every.
The most memorable one.
No, there was a lot of them, bro. What? Don't say that. Don't say that. That's not public knowledge.
I ain't going through that right, whatever.
Any from Brownsville, we can't do them like that.
You know,
Ooh,
I like doing it, but he don't want me. I love doing it, bro. I can do it right now.
Joe Budden?
Joe Budden. That was a rapper shit,
Joe
bro.
Budden was the.
Yeah, that nigga ain't want no smoke.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Stop it. Let's hold the fuck up. Stop. Let's calm down. This is what y'all be doing. Y'all go into these things. You just tell the damn story without the extra shit. He didn't want no smoke. Why you gotta say all that?
He didn't. Because I thought it was smoke. He started talking about me, throwing me in his rhyme. So I'm like, I'm going to beat you.
My cousin Webb was his manager.
But he wanted rap beef. He wanted
Right?
rap beef.
At that time, y'all was going at it? When Webb and him was
was
manager?
after Webb.
All right, so let me ask you a question. So he wanted rap beef, but you wanted to take it serious.
Yeah, because I wasn't used to battle rapping. I didn't know what that meant.
So why he mentioned your name out of nowhere then?
Because I started getting the buzz. That's how think about it. Joe Budden beef with every fucking rapper that ever got hot. From 50 to Game to Drake. If you get hot, he's gonna come with you with bars, bro.
He wanted rap beef.
With just bars. He just gonna be, he did like 10 Drake diss records, 18 Jay-Z disses. Like, if you get a buzz, Joe, he's coming,
But what
bro.
I'm saying is, that's professional, yes?
Nah.
That's sparring.
Because he had to explain that to me. Like, bro, I don't want no you on some street shit. Like, I want to, this is how he was smart enough to lure me into battling him. He was like, oh, you scared of your pen ain't that strong? Like, okay, I'm not a street nigga. You are, but I'm a rapper. What, your pen, you don't believe in your pen like that? So I'm like, oh, you trying to say I'm whack? So he lured me into doing it. So he outsmarted me kind of. Because I came into his world. Because I wanted to be like, yo, wait till I catch you type.
So out of nowhere, Joe just dissed you. I don't know. You heard the record. Somebody called you like, yo,
he said some shit about the Prodigy. Because niggas was trying to say I ran from the Mobb Deep. And I'm like, nigga, I escaped. I didn't run. There's a difference. I was supposed to die. I was supposed to die in there, bro. Are you kidding me? This was 50 deep. I had 2 niggas with me. I was supposed to die. Talk about, but y'all watched too much Steven Seagal. Thought I was gonna be like,
you hear the dude? Yo,
like that's what y'all thought y'all was gonna see? Nah, nigga, I got
if
the
you jump us in here, I catch your poop, and I get up out of here.
Getting the fuck up out of here. Yeah, nigga, I got.
But what was that beef stem from? Why did
True Life? True Life.
But True Life
robbed them. Like they did a song together. You remember the Beef DVD where True Life ran up in the studio and robbed Alchemist and he sent them out the studio butt naked, bro. Like he had trying to catch
come.
This is on record.
What? You don't want the real shit?
It's not about the real shit. This is on record, bro.
I know these
Beef DVD. All right, you go to Beef
I don't mean
DVD.
nobody ever did.
The story's out
But
there.
why? But why he gotta say it like that? He sent them outside naked.
Because that's what happened.
Facts,
Facts, not feelings.
First and
Facts
foremost,
over feelings.
First-
Yo,
first-
you know what
first-
I'm doing,
facts.
sir?
No, first-
Facts over
First-
feelings.
I copywrote that.
Facts,
I copywrote it
yeah.
already. I copywrote it just now.
Facts.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. First of all, Alchemist is a producer, so that's.
But he got pistol with. I'm gonna tell you what, Alchemist. When they was pistol with
It's a
Alchemist,
fact.
they pistol with Alchemist. The gun went off. He thought he died. It was like,
Nah, stop that.
Oh,
Alchemist
you
my-
don't like when your friends get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
no,
It's
Alchemist
a
is my
fact.
friend, bro. But it's
But
true.
let's say right now. Oh, let me
But no, but why say that?
You know what?
That's your
You know what?
Let's
I'm
say
not
right
giving
now.
you no more truth.
Hold on.
No.
I
Hold back on
gotta
the
ask a
truth.
question. Hold on. Let's say right now, right? My boy's right here.
Don't
boom,
use me as
bam.
an example.
No, I'm not. My boy's right here. Bam. Let's just say she come over here and smack me with the camera, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm leaving." Right?
That's gonna be
That's
on
a
a
fact.
headline.
It's a fact, right? And y'all be like, "Yo, Freeze got slapped with the camera." I gotta hold that. That's really what happened. It's really what happened. I can't get mad. If
But he's
you
a
tell-
producer though.
No. If she smacked me with the camera, no. If she
Everybody
smacked me
got
with
it.
the camera,
Gangsters,
I
the
gotta hold it
So
down.
but
bro.
hold on. All right. Let me ask you a question. So why did True Life get mad at them that he had to go in there and get at them? What was
Because
it?
they gave him a verse. He wanted to. He was just a new artist. He did a song with these. So Prodigy gave him a verse for 50. He gave Prodigy $15,000, and then Prodigy went and put the same verse on another song. So he was like, "Yo, give me my money back or give me a new verse." So P treated him like a. I don't like talking about Prodigy because he's not here.
Rest in
man.
peace. Yeah.
Rest in peace to I don't like talking about the
hard to do,
dead.
but
Yeah, especially in a negative light. But
It's
it's
still
facts.
facts, bro.
But still, like, you know, I don't like.
All right. So he did that, and then how did you get involved?
Because I was like I was with every day, so I was guilty by association. And what happened was I wanted to. I knew I had a problem with these, but I kind of didn't know. Because it was like, all right, because True had beef with everybody. Jim Jones. So he had beef with the whole New York. So I'm like, damn. But me and Jimmy see each other and be like, what's up? We good? He be like, you good? You good? You good? All right, we good. That's it. I know he ain't like True. There was time True introduced me to Jim Jones. So we all had dinner at the same table one time when I first met. The first time I met Jim Jones was through True Life. So a couple months later, y'all beefing. And then I bump into this. I'm like, yo, we good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's smoke, unless it's a problem. And like, I'm gonna check your temperature. You check mine. If it ain't no problem, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no problem. So with them, I thought the same shit. Like, if I bump into these, this ain't really my beef. You know what I'm saying? This is just one of my closest friends. So when I bumped into them and Havoc and they was like, it's all good, but Prodigy just felt like he's outnumbered. We got him. Cause I bumped into him a few times and I was like, I'll fight. Like, we could fight.
Right.
Like, and they was like, oh, we can shoot. I'm like, all right, man. I don't want to get shot. So if y'all don't want to fight, y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even on stage, the reason why I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was gonna die. I thought that he was gonna stomp a bone out of my ass that day. But I just had to let this nigga know, like, I'm different, bro. Like, you 50 deep and I'm outnumbered, but y'all gonna have to prove to me. And I was able to play. It was a little video game with get away from. They was trying to kill me. Now, let me get this straight. Them niggas would have caught me, I would have died. They was after me. I just know how to elude. I knew how to elude the situation.
Caught a couple pieces, bam.
Them niggas was trying to. They was throwing bottles at me, champagne bottles. Like they was trying to. Them niggas would have caught me. They would have me up. So I'm not sitting here saying, oh, this is pussy or these niggas soft. I just was elusive. That day, God was with me that day.
And
That's a fact.
how did y'all end up squashing it?
Me and P, we never really when he got out of jail, because he wrote all that shit in the book. That's what I ain't like. Like, if you read his book, I'm in that book like 10 times. And
What he wrote?
Oh, how there was another incident where me and Sycamore was together, and he said that he seen me and he grabbed my hand and let me feel he had a gun on his waist. And I'm like, that didn't happen, bro.
Did something like that happen closely?
No, it was the exact opposite.
Sound crazy.
I actually Sycamore. Ask Sycamore. Ask Gotti works at the source. Ask nothing like. Actually, I was the one saying I will fight all of y'all. That's the same time they was like, we don't fight, we shoot. Cause I was like, cause I went to try. I've seen him in a club. I thought we was cool. Cause we used to be cool. Me and Prodigy. Cause the Alchemist. Me and Twins on my first mixtape. Big Twins on my. I got a song called We the Click with Twin. Like I used to fuck with Infamous Mob. Like they was my bros. Me and Littles are still like this. And Littles used to manage them. Like when Littles came home, I'm like, Littles, can you fix this problem I got? That's after the whole shit happened. I'm like, Littles, I don't want no problem with these because it's not beneficial. Like you said, it's not good for business. Number one, and number two, it ain't over shit. It ain't over nothing because him and True end up squashing before me and him got a chance to. And it started with them. Them two hugged and made up, and I never got a chance to even make up. And our shit started over that. And he passed away before I could even tell him I love him. And I did love him. You know what I'm saying? I did love him. And I don't use that word lightly. I loved him because of what he meant to me as a kid and how his music shaped and molded me to be tough. Whether he lived it or not, I lived it because his voice. And to all the killers in the $100 bill, when I used to hear that shit, I go to real niggas who ain't got no feelings. I'm like, he's talking to me, son. You know what I'm saying? So that shit meant something to me. You know what I'm saying? So I always looked up to them. I always had a special kind of love for them. And that's why I didn't want no problem. I used to tell True, like, yo, man, we need to fix this shit. And he's like, oh, they treating me like I'm soft. And I'm like, is there any way we could talk? Sometimes you just got to communicate. Communication is so important. It's a key. It is in anything. If you sit down and talk it out before you start reacting or going to guns or going to fists or whatever, like this nigga's in here bloody. All he had to do was talk to them today.
So who hold on. All right. So we had Prodigy. Hold on. You know, we going on 2 hours.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I'm fine with it. But I'm just saying, I'm fine. But I have a lot more questions. My man gotta, we got a little carried away, and I'm fine with getting carried away. But I want to get some.
So I'm a little long-winded.
No. You're not. No. You're doing fine. Okay. You're doing fine. Don't change anything. How you doing? I like the way you tell it and you articulate. I have no issue. I just want to, it's a segment I want to do. So it was Prodigy, Joe Budden.
Yeah.
Who else you had issues with that?
Oh, God.
Honestly.
Everybody.
A lot of people.
Nah, but who else?
Be real, bro.
MOP.
Them?
There we go.
Yeah. I'm not going to get into details. MOP. I have problems with, who else?
Like, was it a real issue with MOP or rap?
Clue.
What?
Real street.
How did that get rectified then?
Ask him. Ask him.
Nah, let's leave it. Let's leave it.
Leave
Let's
it.
leave it.
So
Everybody said leave it.
It's not rectified?
Yeah, it is.
I know you do it, but
No.
I know it.
I know that's family.
I know you.
Was it?
That's
Okay, like that one. Respect. Was it over music? I'm gonna still ask.
It started over music, yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's move on. So
You said DJ.
I let you love me, man.
First of all, hold on.
DJ Clue.
I'm doing shit right now.
DJ Clue used to hate me, bro. Puffy, I think Puffy hates me to this day, and I don't know. And I made a dumb mistake as a new artist of being outspoken, and I'm sure Puffy hates me actually, but it was by mistake because I don't hate Puffy. I never had nothing against Puffy. It's just like I did a song early on called Contraband, and one of the verses it was remember when Biggie died, there was all kind of in the rumor mill. Like, oh, maybe Puff had something to do with it. Or maybe it was the Crips. Or maybe it was a Tupac fan. So I made a song just saying, like, that kind of shit. Like, who killed Biggie? Was it this? And it was clever. So I guess when it got around to Puffy, it was like, oh, is he insinuating I had something to do with it? Because this is when I started getting hot. I seen him and I went up to him like, yo, Puffy, it's a pleasure to meet you. Nigga just looked at me and just turned his head and kept it pushing. I was like, damn, that was kind of cold. You know what I'm saying?
Why you didn't apologize?
Because I didn't know what the fuck he did that for. It ain't. This is why I'm assuming he did it. Because I'm like, I never met this man. I never did. This is the only logical explanation in my mind why he would feel a kind of way.
And do you think you don't feel he has a right to feel that way?
Yeah. Well, yes and no.
because Biggie passed away and then you accused him you were killing your man. You
but
know
I
what
didn't accuse him. I didn't accuse him.
You just put it in there as a lyric.
I put it in there as who do y'all niggas think that it was? The shit goes. The fourth question, the question is still iggy. Who do y'all niggas think that it was to kill Biggie? A, Southside Crip, so Puffy over him a grip. B, some crazy Pac fan that flipped and unloaded the clip. C, missiles from pistols from government officials. Or D, the same cat that came back and is saying I miss you. I'm asking you.
You dissed him twice.
I'm out of here.
Yo!
Nah.
I think he said that twice.
Yo!
Oh man.
That's twice!
Nah, that
Twice!
that last line.
Triple entendre!
Last line.
So you dissed him twice.
I say yo! I should have did that. I should have did that first. I should have said that first.
I'm gonna be real.
Yo, it would have worked if I'd have.
Nah, that last
I'm gonna
line.
be real.
I know.
I told him I ain't doing it if I can't use
This
it.
is for the record. He's
I
right.
say.
He's right. He dissed him
I said if I
twice.
can't do that, I don't want to do it.
So hold on, but my thing, Saigon, is that you did that. Why wouldn't you say, you know what? If he did, apologize.
I would, but he never said this is why I don't like your ass. If he did, I'd have been like, bro, I would definitely apologize.
Oh, he ain't know.
Yeah,
You
I
sure
don't-
it's not your ego? Because you got a big ego.
No, I don't.
Pause. He do.
No, I don't. What's pause? Y'all being the
No, I'm
mind
no,
out
matter
the
of fact,
game
you-
gutter.
I ain't thinking about the gut. I'm thinking about
You
the
did have a
ego.
big ego. I feel you did.
But nah, but
I
you
figured
gotta
you-
understand.
'cause you're-
Against Puffy, my ego is Puffy.
No, what I'm saying is
Who
that
the f- have a big ego with Puffy?
what I'm saying is your response to it. You know what I'm saying? Your response was like, well, I would have went
I
fine.
mean-
Like, yo, I know you're not on no riding
I
shit.
should have. I should. You know what? I was young. I should have been like, bro. Is it like if that? You're right. You're right. Like older me and a more responsible and a mature me. Okay, I got a life coach. He said mature. Like I would have handled it different instead of saying.
But when you wrote that though, you didn't feel like that would have been like backfire.
I wrote it
on?
in jail. I wrote it when I wrote it in prison. That's what he was saying in jail. So that rhyme I wrote in prison, I just recorded it when I got out. So that was the shit in the yard where everybody go ooh ah. So I knew it was a ooh ah verse.
Right.
That's all I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking about how he's gonna take it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just know that was one of the lines where everybody go, oh, this is that's why he's the yard father.
Shit, it mean a lot in the yard.
Yeah.
All right, so that was Diddy. You said DJ Clue.
DJ Clue, man. Clue hated me. Who Kid learned to like me because 50 a little bit.
Why Clue hated you?
Because I told him, I'm going to tell you what I used to do to bro.
You pressed him to play the.
Yeah, I crushed that hard body. And this is what I used to do. This is why they ain't like me because I give it, this when CDs was out.
Mm-hmm.
So I see it, I used to walk around my CDs in a little book bag. So I give it to one of these DJs when I used to hang out where I know they be and give it to, and then if I'm not on your next mixtape or 2 or 3, like once 3 mixtapes go by and my shit ain't on there, I know you fried me, you know what I'm saying? So then I'll see you again and be like, yo, I'll give you my mixtape. And then I'd be like, give me my CD back. Like the nigga was walking around with it.
They gotta look like
Yeah, like a nigga had it in his pocket. Like, you want this? I wasn't gonna play. I was waiting for you. I was gonna play this shit.
I got the shit in my pocket.
So then when the nigga didn't have, they be like, "What you talking about?" I'm like, "I need my CD back. Give my shit back if you ain't gonna play it." And then the nigga look at me like I'm crazy. Some dickhead. It was being
Yo, so tell a story real quick. Tell a story about.
Then Clue said, "Nah."
Not the Clue.
Then Clue goes, "Yo, you think you could threaten me to play your music? Can't threaten me. Ask Jada and Styles." I said, "You think?" So what you think this is?
But he's hard. But Clue's hard. But hold on, we don't take no credit from him. He not. I never heard of him budging. I heard him trying to hit him and attack him.
Listen, trust me.
I'm just saying, niggas attacked him or tried to attack him and he didn't budge. Clue's considered a stubborn ass.
Oh yeah. And from that
All right,
point,
so we're not gonna take it from him and say, "Oh, I could have." He was stubborn. He didn't play it. Did he play
but
it?
then he didn't understand what he was dealing with. For real. He did. All right. Okay. All right.
Going back in the chair.
Okay. All right.
I'm just saying. What I'm saying is that you got a lot of niggas got that Clue for that. He's known for being
A lot of
stubborn.
niggas ain't known for shooting in the head. That's the difference, bro. If I would have been, luckily for me, K Slay, I'm telling you, K Slay is the nigga that put me on. That's why I love K Slay to this day. K Slay is the nigga that been like, bro, you either gonna go back to prison, either you gonna go back to jail doing this shit, or you gonna have to do something, because you gonna eventually, a wolf can't keep selling tickets without having to show you, okay, I mean what I say. So you can't sell wolf tickets only for so long. So it was only been a matter of time before I've been like, I gotta do something to one of these.
Clue was still stubborn.
Well, Clue would have been the up example.
No, he was, but he was still stubborn.
I'm glad he was.
What?
I am. Because it made me respect him.
Queens.
It made me respect him.
Oh, that's what it is.
It made me respect him.
No, but you know, Skate. Hold on, wait, I gotta be honest.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Nitty, Skate, Dollar, Clue, his family. So that's what I grew up.
I'm one of X Slow and Bucks. X Slow and Bucks, who was one of the first to really help them with Slow Bucks early on.